My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of The Walking Dead Season 3. And this review will have spoilers, so there's your warning. But going into this show, I knew that the first 6 seasons are loved. The rest of the show, not so much. And Season 1 was really good. I enjoyed it. Season 2 was good, but I was really hoping for this show to kick it up a notch for Season 3. And all I can say here is if this is one of the better seasons, then I'm in trouble because I fucking hated this season. I'm not even a big fan of the show yet, but this season is a giant drop in quality, and I don't even know if I'm going to end up finishing the rest. I'll watch season 4, but I don't know about anything after that. Yeah, just really, really bad. So let's begin by talking about the cast. And Andrew Lincoln gives a really good performance. He carries the show incredibly well. I just wish he had better material to work with. Sarah Wayne Callies is barely in this season, but she still does a good job. Chandler Wiggs as Carl might actually be the standout because he has a lot to work with and he's always convincing. Stephen Yeun, I like Heel. I don't get the love that people have for Glenn, but maybe I'm not there yet. Maybe that happens in season 4. I don't know. Lauren Cohen does a pretty decent job. Norman Reedus does a good job. Michael Walker, it's kind of nice to have him back, but I didn't really care for the way his character was handled here. Laurie Holden has a lot more to do here, and I'll talk more about her story later on, but her performance is good. Scott Wilson does a good job, but then we get to the big two. Danai Gurira has lots of this season revolving around her, and she does a fine job, but I really didn't care for her character, and I don't really get why they focused so much on her. But then we've got David Morrissey. And I'll just discuss it here. I do not like the governor at all. He is not a compelling villain. He doesn't have depth. He's very bland, and I think he's written terribly. And the show has wildly overestimated just how good of a villain he is because they're committing so much time and effort towards him, and I'm not into it whatsoever. We also get these two random characters who are at the prison, they get kicked out, they join the governor, and they kind of push back, but not really, and I hated these characters. So, the acting, good. The script, really, really bad. And it pisses me off because this season definitely kicks it up a notch when it comes to the zombie kills. They deliver that this season. There's also some great moments, like when Lori dies and Carl has to finish her off. And I did like some of the character beats with Rick early on. And I like the moment where the prison is getting under attack and everybody kind of comes together to save each other. That's a really nice moment. And I kind of like the one episode where there's a negotiation and how the two sides are getting along, but there's some drama within each of their groups. I thought that was actually really smartly written. But okay, I hate everything else. I hate everything else. The decision they made here with Rick is baffling. Like, we're watching this good guy become hardened. It makes for a compelling character. But for this season, to just be like, I've decided that a dictatorship is not the answer and we need a democracy. What the fuck are we doing here? That is not why I'm watching this show. It felt like a total regression of Rick as a character. I didn't like how he went crazy. That's one of my least favorite tropes. And the ending that we get with him here feels totally unearned. And then we get the Andrea plot, and they spend so much time with it. And why? It's not good. There's maybe a good idea at the core of it about this girl torn between these two lives, but it's never done effectively. Judith, the baby character, just seems pretty well forgotten after she's born. And the Dale and Mole plot feels very half-assed, and just so much of the plot here is lame. I didn't care for it. I wasn't invested in it, and I didn't find it particularly effective. But the big issue with this season is it takes its time building this conflict between these two groups. And I'm okay with that in theory, but they spend way too much time dragging this conflict out. And by the end of this season, like the final 4 episodes, I'm just like, something needs to happen now. But you know, let's wait until the finale. Let's see how the payoff is. Maybe it makes it all worth it. And we get this scene where the governor's men go into the prisons, some of them get under attack, and then they leave. What the fuck? Like, are you kidding me? We built our season towards that, and now we're going to have another season of them in the prison and going up against the governor. I could not care less to see where this show goes at this point. Like, this season killed all my excitement for the future. And I say this all the time. I know people have nostalgia for the time TV was longer and we got more episodes. I'm not. Like, there is not 16 episodes worth of story here. This season should have been 8, maybe 10 episodes, absolute max. The fact that it's 18 is just absurd. And it doesn't help that the finale is a complete embarrassment. And weirdly enough, that's all I really have to say. There was a few good moments, some good ideas, but as a whole, this season was truly terrible. They spend so much time focusing on characters that I do not care about, and they spend so much time setting things up, and it's dragged out, it's boring, and there's no real payoff. And now, stay tuned for season 4 where we get to do this all again. I don't give a shit. The governor sucks. The prison sucks. This season sucks. I'm going to try to continue watching this show, but I really don't know if I can keep going if this is one of the good seasons. So I'm giving The Walking Dead Season 3 a 2 out of 10. Just a stupid fucking season of television. But The Walking Dead Season 3. What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.